Welcome to Rob Schmitt Tonight, commercial free on this Tuesday night, and it is election night as well, a big night in Virginia, Ohio, Kentucky, Texas, other places. Our election desk is all over it. We'll be checking in with them throughout the hour. But we begin tonight with how Hamas won over so much of the West as evidence of rabid anti-Semitism and terrorist sympathy suddenly surround us. Beyond the shock is the need for some kind of an explanation for how this happened in this great country. How have the United States and the broader West, bastions of freedom and sophistication, been harboring so much barbarism and lunatic ideologues who seem to support the destruction of what we have built here, what they take advantage of? Some estimate the pro-Hamas D.C. march that we saw on the White House over the weekend was as large as 100,000 people. 100,000. That is insane. Ostensibly a massive show of support for a horrific massacre that was 1 month ago today. Here's some of the worst of what we have heard in the past month, and including at that rally in Washington. The results of a long-fought ideological war launched against the United States and against the West.
Why are you ripping these down?
Because it's false information. And you support IDS, I support Hamas.
And the several other joyful and powerful images which came from the glorious October 7th.
Yes!
Nothing will ever be able to take back this moment of triumph, this moment of resistance, this moment of surprise, this moment of humiliation on behalf of the Zionist entity.
Terrifying to look at. So how did we get here? Well, for a long time, the bad actors of the world have sought to brainwash gullible Westerners. The hope, brainwash enough of us so the West self-destructs. Much easier than beating us in a war. The Chinese are experts at this, and they're not alone. Hamas and Iran play this game as well. The Wall Street Journal reports that as far back as 30 years ago, Hamas leaders in 1993 were enraged by the Oslo peace accords signed between Israel and the Palestinian Authority. You remember this famous picture of Yitzhak Rabin, Yasser Arafat, and Bill Clinton on the White House lawn? Well, this photo enraged Hamas, which didn't have control back then. And the FBI recorded Hamas members conspiring to sabotage peace and also begin working to alter American perception of the terror group. Our college campuses, representatives of Hamas, describe Israel in terms designed to trigger clueless young progressives, quote, using the language of post-colonial theory to tar the Israelis as European settlers. Last week, Vice reported a Hamas leader claiming the same type of racism that killed George Floyd is being used by Israel against the Palestinians. Now, you can get mad if you want to, but you have to admit that kind of tactic is brilliant, and it is paying off. Our top universities are now loaded with spoiled, brainless kids screaming for Palestine, unbothered by the slaughter of children, unwilling to comprehend the truth of the situation at all. Hamas knows our weak spots, and the polls show, as far as support, the tide is quickly turning against Israel because this is working. Just 1 month after those heinous attacks, today Republicans and victims' families had to get out there in front of this country to try and change a tide that is turning against them.
He was shot in the arm, and he wasn't able to stop the bleeding. And he was trying to say his last words. He actually said, I want to say my last words. We're not going to survive it. Nobody survived it. Everybody is killed.
Stories that are still very raw and very real, although the establishment media has clearly moved the focus from that and over to the refugees in Gaza. We've seen that happen, and is back to reporting news based on their own perception of oppression.